Good day everybody, welcome to Hot Entertainment News. So this beautiful girl that you see here, her name is Rio Keditwe. We're gonna call her Ditwe. So she was dating Donnel Mbele, and they were together and they were giving us couple goals. I mean, they are so beautiful. Look at them, they look so good together. They did look good together, and I'm sure a lot of people were very envious of their relationship, but they've taught us that all that glitter and gold, because well, it turns out Donnel is a bit of an abusive. So she said Donnel cheated on me, and when I found out, he went and beat me up. He has been deleting all my posts from my account because he doesn't want the world to see what a dog he is. Donnel is a perfect example of a wolf in a sheep's clothing, of a Beauty and the Beast vibes, seriously. And it's so sad that Sonia Mbele, his mother, is now dragged into this. And yeah, so there's so many pictures of her battered and looking very bad in his hands. Like, this is what Donnel did to the poor girl just because she asked him, like, confronted him about his cheating. Like, was it necessary? So she said he beat her up, he dragged her in his house, he was dragging her all through the house, he was doing the most, and she says she almost died. And that is so sad, guys, because she's so young. Guys, this thing of abuse, it's horrible when you are an adult. Can you imagine when you're still almost like a teenager, when you're still a child? This is terrible, terrible, terrible. That's why some parents say you mustn't date when you are so young, because wow. She says he ripped my nail off while he was hitting me and dragging me around his house. This man has threatened to off me. But after today, when he hit me, suffocated me, and dragged me around his house, he laughed in my face. I realized this man isn't going to change, and the man I fell in love with just doesn't exist anymore. So now I need to put myself first. And for those asking, yes, I'm opening a case. I appreciate the love and support you all are giving me. It was the last thing I expected. And honestly, she's calling him a man. He's not a man. This boy abused me on 4 different occasions, each time worse than the last. And on the most recent time, I wanted to press charges, but I was conflicted by so many things. Firstly, my love for him. I put him before myself, and all thought about was his future and how selfish I'd be to ruin it. Secondly, his mom is a public figure, and I didn't want to drag her into it. Thoughtful. So she says, I don't owe anyone an explanation as to why I continue to be one relationship with him after he abused me, but it seemed as if there's a lot of ignorant comments that just need educating. When you are in an emotionally and a mentally abusive relationship, it's very hard to leave, and the same person is easily able to manipulate you into staying because of how much you love them. Oh, guys, do you guys know how young this girl is to be literally so emotionally drained? You can feel how she's so emotionally drained from that. She goes on to say, Donnel is logged into my account and is deleting all my posts that are exposing him. So yeah, she did a live video on Instagram where she was crying, talking about how he's deleting everything, and she was so hurt. And somebody on Twitter said, I saw these two, meaning Donnel and Ditwe. She saw them coming out of a police station. I was on the day she opened the case. Girl was in terrible condition, and guy was not even bothered. Even after being taken by the cops, no remorse whatsoever. And the cops kept saying that he almost killed her. Guys, like, I feel like people don't understand how young these people are. These people are very young. I think they're even teenagers. I don't even understand this monster, this little boy. Like, where did he learn this behavior? There are so many people saying we mustn't bring Sonia Mbele into this, but she is the one who raised this little monster, this little boy who doesn't know how to treat women. I mean, yes, our kids are going to do horrible things and embarrass us and humble us, and but at the end of the day, like, it's not make sure, guys. It is not make sure for me. So she also released some messages between the both of them after the incident. So he said, no, Mbele, but I can't allow myself to be with you after what I did. And she asked why. And he said, I almost effing finished you. I almost outed you. That isn't a man you deserve to be with. Love isn't supposed to be toxic, especially to the point where I almost kill you. So a lot of people are debating whether, like, why did she ask why? Because it's so obvious. Why he asked why? And the obvious answer was, Wuti, it's because she wanted him to admit what he did, which he did. So perfect.